Oh, hi there. I'm Mike from St. Thomas Economic Development, here with another little update from the St. Thomas megasite. Okay, we're here on the site again to take a look at the rugged rock truck, and we're joined by Nicole. Say hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Nicole, tell us a bit about this machine that's behind us.
So this rock truck is pretty new to IMCO. We just got it not too long ago. It's a Lever rock truck. It's about 5,400 pounds. Its average payload is about 20 ton, depending on the shovels though. Sometimes we can take a little bit more. And it's very useful for this kind of work because we're moving a lot of material around this job site. So from gravel to topsoil to clay, it's moving all different kinds of material every day.
So I've heard some people say that the rock truck is the most important piece of equipment on the job site. Would you agree with that?
I would absolutely agree with that, because without the rock truck we can't move the material, and without moving the material then we can't do the job.
How long have you been driving this truck on this job site?
So I've been operating this rock truck now for about 4 months. It's still pretty new to AMCO, but it's definitely been a very nice truck to be running. It's got a lot of new technology into it, and it's a very smooth drive.
So tell me, at the end of a long day, is it hard to leave her behind?
Yeah, I wish I could drive this home instead of my own car, for sure.
When you start this thing up in the morning, are there any checks or anything you have to do before you can get out and use it?
Yeah, for sure. So there's a couple things every morning that we have to do as preventative maintenance before we go out in the field. So in the morning what I do is I start with my fuel cap. I just check and make sure that there's fuel in here and that the cap's on correctly. And then from there, I usually go up into the cab, open the hood, come back down. And then I usually head this way around the machine and come back around. So over here, I check my auto greaser, which is a little low right now. I gotta fill it. I check my exhaust, just make sure nothing's out of place, any like really big bangs or cracks or disformations. Check this right here. This is my transmission. Make sure it's all full. That usually has to be checked on level ground once the machine's running. I also check these rubber stops just to make sure they're in good condition, along with the box up there. Just make sure there's nothing that's bang down in here and cause a big mess. These are important to check. Make sure these are in place. These are for our mechanic if they ever have to do any work. All inside here are different wires and connections, all different kinds of sensors and stuff. It's always important to make sure that none of those are disconnected, broken, cracked, frayed. Our tires are a little bit dirty right now, but they're in really good shape. They've got lots of tread. They're pretty new. All the lug nuts are intact. It's obviously got some good air in it. Our box looks like it's all in good shape. These don't look like they're damaged at all. This is for my tailgate. It's good to make sure that this is intact so that the tailgate stays intact. As we come back down here, I'm looking more at my tailgate, more at the corner bits on my truck, just make sure they're in good shape. Under here, we actually have the exhaust for the truck. The exhaust runs through the bed so that some of the material, if it's cold or frozen, the box heats up, so that kind of tries to help keep the material from sticking. Right here, it's a little dirty, but this is my backup camera. That's usually on 24/7 on these machines. It's important that we always use our mirrors when we're running these machines, but the backup camera definitely is helpful because of a few blind spots. We've got rubber stops again on the tailgate that come down here, so it's always good to check that out as well. Going over onto this side, again with the tailgate and the box. We've got more tires on this side with more lug nuts, always checking those. More rubber stops. We've got the cylinder on this side as well. These are all our hydraulic lines in here, so just make sure those are all tucked up out of the way. These have grease. I have an auto greaser, like I mentioned, on the other side, so just making sure that these obviously are getting the grease that it's supposed to be getting. Otherwise, that can cause some issues while the truck is trying to move. I got my mirror up there, that's in good shape. My windows are clean. Over in here, this machine actually comes with a toolbox, and this is to put grease in my auto greaser, but I always have to check this sight glass right here and make sure I have hydraulic oil. So we close that up. And as I'm over here, sometimes it's dark in the morning, I use my phone. I'm just looking to make sure nothing's leaking, there's nothing broken, everything's kind of where it should be. And then back over here at the front, I can take this ladder down, and that helps me look at the top down, because sometimes you can't see everything from this way. So this gives me a better view of the engine and certain components that need to be checked. Nothing looks wet, everything looks pretty dry. Nothing looks bent, cracked, or frayed, so that's all good. Up here on this side, I can check my coolant. It's got a little sight glass, so that's convenient for me. Come back down here, put the ladder away. And then this right here is my oil. It's important that we take it out and check that every day. So it's good. Not too much, not too little. And that about completes my walk around for now.
So do you think we can get up and take this thing for a spin?
Oh, absolutely. Let's take her for a rip right now.
So Nicole, I understand that there's a way on the computer here that we can tell how much material you've moved so far.
Yeah, this machine's actually cool that it tells you that. So if I go under this eye right here for information and go under where the truck has the lock on its box, you can see that I've done 9 loads today with 162 ton, averaging 18 ton per load. And this one right here shows you over its life. So over its life, it's done 72,058 ton, or about 21 ton per load. Okay, let's take her for a rip.
To say, this truck rocks. Thank you very much for letting me drive that.
You're welcome. It was a super smooth drive, and I think you did a great job.
Thank you. We'll have to check back in sometime later next year and see how much weight you've moved since then.
Yeah.
Now it's 72,000 tons so far.
Hopefully we can triple or quadruple that by then.
Right on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and stay tuned for another little update coming soon.